A couple days ago, a streamer set her kitchen on fire, and the whole situation was handled in the worst way possible by everyone involved. Luckily, no one was hurt though, except for the kitchen.
I'm making fried pickles! Well, I think the oil's wait, should it be steaming like that?
It starts off innocent enough, just a girl cooking some fried pickles in lingerie. We've all experienced it. You know, I'd never step foot in my kitchen without my bare ass cheeks flapping in the wind and maybe some cock and ball danglage down there hanging out, hanging brain or whatnot. I can't remember the last time that I was fully clothed when I cooked a meal. But the first indicator that disaster was soon to come is that the fact that the pan is smoking with the oil in it, and she asks if she needs to turn the oil down, and doesn't really seem too alarmed. She doesn't seem too concerned that this can get out of hand very quickly.
Oh, turn the fan on. Genius. Should I turn the oil down? I don't know anything about this. I've never done this before.
Now would have been a good time to remember that expression, when there's smoke, there's fire. And if it starts smoking more and more and more, probably turn that little knob lower, or maybe turn it off until you can reset and actually know what you're doing. She herself has said that she's never done this before and proceeds to just not even err on the side of caution and go all in.
I think the oil might be ready though. Oh, I hate the smell of burning.
Oh my god, I can't take her serious. How can someone have this little common sense? She says she thinks the oil's ready as there's enough smoke coming off of it to make you think that someone was hotboxing inside of the oven. Like, yeah, I think the oil's been ready for a long time. I think you have the heat turned up just a bit too much as well. But then she also says she hates the smell of burning, and then does nothing to stop the smell of burning. Common sense tells me I put one and one together. I smell burning, I'm cooking, I probably should turn the heat down or take the pan off the stove before something bad happens. Which, her acting this nonchalant about it either means she is so willfully ignorant, or she is trying to do this on purpose for a clip.
Burning something?
Only a little bit.
Bro, what the fuck is that?
Wait!
That shit is smoking so much.
It's oh my god,
Oh my
Tanner's
God,
on fire! It's on fire!
Bro.
What do I do?
Turn it off! Turn it, what the fuck?
Bro, holy fuck. Two people who care more about content and getting views than they do about their own safety and the safety of their home. Looking at the camera and checking and making sure they're playing it for content before they actually try to get a grasp on the situation and control the flames that have set ablaze on their stove. Also, side note, this dude's head looks comically large. It looks like someone screenshotted this and put someone else's face over his face. It looks like what South Park does when they put real people in their show and they make them like cutouts of paper. It looks like there's a paper cutout over top of his head. His head shouldn't be that big.
Turn it off!
Tanner, hurry up! Tanner,
Turn it off!
Tanner! Turn off!
I don't know what to do!
Oh my god!
Grab the
Tanner!
These two have the worst panic mode responses I've ever seen. Like, they are doing nothing to help at all. They're just like deers in a headlight. They're actively doing nothing and watching the situation get worse. And there are multiple things around the kitchen they could have used to smother this fire out, because you're not supposed to put water on it. You're supposed to try to smother it out, which they could have used that pot, if it was empty beside it, to flip on top of it, or get a lid to cover it with, or smack it with the rags that are hanging right beside the pan. But instead, she runs away, and he doesn't make the situation better either.
Tanner!
What
Oh my god, Tanner!
What is it?
Tanner!
What is it?
Oh my god, Tanner! Tanner!
I don't know what it is!
It grabbed the extinguisher! Tanner!
So she was yelling at the fire, hoping to intimidate it into going away, or scare it into going away, and he decided to throw the pan across the kitchen, which is a wonder that nothing else set on fire, because, I mean, I guess the fire went out. He stopped the fire. Who knew that making the delicacy of fried pickles could go so wrong so fast?
We gotta turn the freaking stove off. Turn the stove off.
How do I do that?
You turn the button, turn it off.
That?
Yeah.
That is probably the most brain dead part of this whole thing. She actually has a rational thought and says to turn the stove off, and then he says, how do I do that? And then after the fact, once they get the little wits they have about them again and compose themselves, they continued streaming for like 5 hours after that, and then finally found the fire extinguisher, which would have been useful a little bit ago when there was a fire that needed to be extinguished. But she's back with her butt cheeks out and finishing off the stream that way. And just in case you were wondering, I seen a silly little update to this. Apparently she says she is selling the outfit she wore in the fire video, and if anyone's interested to DM her. I'm sure that's going to be a hot commodity, no pun intended. People are going to be all over that. Yeah, regardless, I just wanted to show you yet another example of a Kick streamer doing something stupid. Usually it's Kick streamers being dumb in public, but this time they were being idiots in the privacy of their own home. But other than that, I will catch you in the next one.